Have you ever been stuck trying to test a component only to find that something isn't working as expected? It can be incredibly frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to troubleshoot the ChangeDetectorRef.detectChanges issue in your Angular tests. I totally get it. You step through your code and everything seems fine, but then you realize the values for ChangeDetectorRef are different in your component and your test. You're not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar challenges when testing Angular components. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "How can I test that my component calls detectChanges on its injected ChangeDetectorRef?" They provided some code, but mentioned that even with a SPI, it didn't seem to work. Sound familiar? Let's dig into this together and find a solution. So what could be causing this discrepancy? It often comes down to how Angular handles dependency injection and change detection. We'll break it down step by step so you can understand what's going on and how to fix it. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future. To begin addressing the user's issue, we need to ensure that the ChangeDetectorRef is correctly injected into the component. The user should verify that the ChangeDetectorRef is provided in the component's constructor. Next, the user should confirm that the test is correctly set up to use the same instance of ChangeDetectorRef as the component. This can be done by ensuring that the test fixture is properly initialized. Now the user should check the SPI setup. The SPI should be created on the ChangeDetectorRef instance that is injected into the component. This ensures that the correct instance is being monitored. After setting up the SPI, the user can run the test to see if detectChanges is called. They should ensure that the test checks the SPI after the method that triggers it is executed. Finally, if the user is still facing issues, they should consider logging the ChangeDetectorRef instance in both the component and the test to compare them. This can help identify any discrepancies. Fun fact, did you know that Angular's change detection is like a detective on a case? It constantly watches for changes and jumps into action when it spots something new. Just like a good detective, it needs the right clues to do its job. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach, shared by another user, involves spying directly on the property in your component where the ChangeDetectorRef is assigned. If this property is private, you can cast the component to any type to create the SPI on that private property. That's all for that response. Let's see what someone else had to say. This user suggests a different approach to testing the ChangeDetectorRef. They recommend directly referencing the ChangeDetectorRef named CDR from the component instance. By doing this, you can set up a SPI on CDR.detectChanges and verify that it gets called during the onFixedUpdate method. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always ensure that your tests mirror the actual component's environment as closely as possible. This will save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these troubleshooting steps, you should be able to test your ChangeDetectorRef effectively. Remember, testing can be tricky, but with practice, you'll get the hang of it. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips. And don't miss our bonus content on mastering Angular testing.